Back in the 70s, you found a picture in a magazine of something that you wanted to buy. You would cut it out and put it somewhere for safekeeping. With the onset of new technology, there has to be something better. Introducing Pinterest. Collect pins from anywhere, laptops, mobile tablet, or any other device that you make boards for anything you want. A Christmas wish list, a cookie bake list, or a collection of your favorite Chuck Norris movies. Once pinned, your pins are shared with other pinners who can repin them themselves. You can also follow other pinners and repin their stuff. It's ways to share things and connect with people who have similar interests. Although it is one of the most popular social media sites ever, Pinterest broke the mold in many ways. They started out with no business model, so they were unlike really any startup. They were also unlike any other social media that was really out there. There was no outlet that allowed textual conversations between users, and there was no time-based newsfeed where content was no older than 48 hours. So the initial launch of Pinterest confused the rest of Silicon Valley and its venture capitalists. As founder Evan Sharp said, they didn't build this company to build a really hot tech startup. They wanted to build a product and also a company, and they could just work on that for 5 years or so. Thus, the way the user base and the users themselves were launched was much different than the average web startup. The epicenter of its popularity is in the Midwest. That's not to say that Midwesterners aren't tech savvy, but they're usually not the early adopters of really anything.
We sort of started inviting a few people in January and February, and we never really did a big launch. It still is invite only, but it was invite only back then.
Yeah.
I emailed like 100 of my friends, and they just said
4 of them signed up.
Okay. We had terrible numbers, right?
Yeah.
Pinterest started out small and used a grassroots method to grow. The first prototype of Pinterest was launched, and the site was only open to people with an invitation, so those that were sent to a small group of colleagues and family members had access. Like founder Ben Silverman just explained, just around 9 months after the site was launched, Pinterest had a catastrophically small numbers, with 10,000 users and a few of them active on a daily basis. At the same time, the site was still being operated out of a small apartment. Thus, Ben Silverman personally emailed all of his users to continue and share Pinterest and encourage the features that Pinterest attained. Pinterest slowly started gaining momentum in the year 2011 when it launched its iPhone app.
So anybody into Pinterest? Ladies, yeah, ladies into Pinterest, crafty ladies, independent ladies, strong ladies enslaved to standards that are dictated entirely by internet images, lady power.
Although technically Pinterest is not geared towards women, it is mainly women. According to Nielsen, in 2012, the U.S. female audience of Pinterest accessing the website through the computer was 70%. There are many studies to show why this is, but the founder's original intention was for the site to be equally used by men and women. The positive note is that women make 85% of the purchases in household, so Pinterest has the potential to capitalize on that front. Brian Cohen was the first investor in Pinterest. He found Ben Silverman and Evan Sharp at a business plan competition where angel investors look for new opportunities. He and a few other angels funded the startup till it really took off in 2011. Today, the company was estimated to be worth $2.5 billion, Brilliant Capital Management led in funding dollars. Pinterest has become a mainstay piece in social media, but has otherwise been criticized for its lack of revenue model and the lack of ever making revenue, period. Pinterest has long grown and thrived based on its technological adaptations over the short time it has been a company. They have of course expanded to mobile and tablet, making it easy to pin on the go. But it's only been around 3 years, so they haven't yet had a chance to experience massive technological changes. So it'll be interesting to see the upcoming years the changes Pinterest will make.